As I said, good morning, everyone. I want to welcome everyone for joining us. My name is Joel Uzamere. I'm a fitness professional. Today, we will be looking closely at, honestly, some parts of gym place ethics. As fitness professionals, especially in this part of the world, it's important that we start to talk to ourselves about how we ought to behave professionally in the gym environment. And today is October 1st. There are so many activities that are going on in our city all over the place, and that's great. And we thought today will be a good day to actually get people seated so they could participate in today's workshop. So my name is Joel. If you would like to ask any question, please keep your microphones off at all times. If you have any questions whatsoever, just type it on the chat area. And when it's the Q&A section time, I'll take that question. Secondly, if you, what we'll do is there are about 3 modules. So what we'll do is after Mr. Dari takes each module, after then, I will pause the recording and then put it back up. The reason is because we want to make the recording also available on YouTube for those who are unable to make it today. Also, what I usually do for all our free seminar workshops like this is that we will take everybody's contact so that the next time, within a space though of 2 months, is time bound, please remember that. Within a space of 2 months, any course you want to do with us, whether it's the first aid, whether it's the fitness trainer course, you will get a discount for the courses because you've participated in this workshop. So I'll take all that information at the end of the workshop to know those people that will, so we can have your names down in case you want to do any course. Okay. So I'll stop talking now and I'll pass somewhat of a mic to Mr. Dari, and he will take us from there. Thank you. Mr. Dari, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you, Joel. And I hope everyone is ready and, comfortable enough to be receptive and listen to this workshop that was curated and provided by the Institute of Registered Exercise Professionals. My name is Oludare Victor Olayiwola, and I'm the head tutor of the Institute of Registered Exercise Professionals. My interests are tied around fitness promotion, preferring solutions to optimal healthcare and wellness. Over the years, I've been involved in fitness training and contemporary research investigating underpinning mechanisms of the adaptation of the body to exercise as a physiologist. This workshop was put together by our meticulous team to discuss and bring to limelight current issues surrounding gym or fitness space ethics. Our major area of focus will be on gym etiquettes, the management or maintenance of gym equipment, and emergency preparedness. All these are linked to the core of our practice as fitness professionals. In every industry, there are guidelines, policies, and rules created to ensure smooth and harmonious operation of the business. The word etiquette is defined as the unwritten code of conduct or behavior designed to ease social interactions in both our personal and professional lives. You may all know that most fitness professionals today enter the industry from a personal passion of fitness and the desire to help others lead healthy lifestyles. And ethics plays a major role in the fitness industry because the lives of the people we deal with cannot be improved without placing priority on respect for individual human rights, legal obligations, and protecting the health and safety of members and clients of our gym or fitness space. So moving on to the next slide. We'll focus on etiquettes for trainers or fitness professionals as a whole. As we can see, the top on our priority is the COVID-19 regulations. Over the past 2 years, the pandemic has changed the way we fitness professionals respond to etiquettes, safety, and health in gym spaces. The European Register of Exercise Professionals and also the American College of Sport Medicine has been making publications and updating the guidelines and the regulations, governing how fitness spaces and gyms are to be run. For example, things like social distancing, cleaning and wiping equipment, making sure your gym space or fitness space is well aerated have become a no-brainer over the past years. And then we as fitness trainers we're in the crux of making sure that these guidelines are taken to serious cognizance in our fitness space, because the health and safety of clients and all the members of your gym space is very important to make sure that this virus or whatever disease and infection is not spread. Next up, you need to wear appropriate clothing. So when we're talking about appropriate clothing, we're talking about fitness apparel, and most especially the, the footwear you wear as a fitness trainer. Apart from the fact that you need to look the part as a fitness trainer, wearing fitness shoes like trainers is also a protective gear for you in the gym space, because, for example, you're just walking through and the dumbbell falls off, or one of the equipment is loose and you need to protect your legs from getting injured. And of course, members in your gym or fitness space are always looking up to you to see how you're dressed, and they're, you don't expect your clients to come into the gym wearing slippers or flip-flops, because if they've seen you wear it sometimes in your downtime, they might think they can just follow through and use on inappropriate apparel or fittings to work out. You need to be fit yourself. You need to look the part. You need to be able to carry out exercises on your own, because, like I said, as a fitness professional, people look up to you as a role model. You also need to plan your workout classes. Without a plan for your workout classes, it's going to be like a chaos. There's going to be opposite things happening in your class, and in our AFT course, that's the assistant fitness trainer course, we teach you how a gym session is to be carried out, and how you start from the warm up, to the main exercise, the cool down, and things like that. So you need to plan your workout from every beat, like every texture of your workout should be planned so that you can deliver, an LD and adequate fitness program to your clients. In the same vein, you need to teach the proper technique. So in terms of proper technique, we're also talking about proper form. And there's a principle we always teach in our foundation course, which is the IDEA principle, which means identify, demonstrate, explain, and put into action the workout. On the baseline, every fitness professional should be able to bring a client into the gym and put a client on, for example, a cardiovascular machine like the treadmill, in the appropriate way, showing the client how to use the machines, demonstrate how to use the machine, explain the benefits of this machine, and see that the client is able to use this equipment adequately and in the right and proper way. And at the same time, you're watching them to make sure that they are doing this workouts or exercises in the proper form of technique. We also need to consider all the gym users while using the gym. In terms of this consideration, we're talking about speech, your voice, maybe making too much noise, sharing of equipment, for example, has become one of the issues in the gym. One of the most frequently used equipment are the cardiovascular machines, such as the treadmill, elliptical bikes, air bikes, and majorly endurance or cardiovascular machines that people always want to use. You need to consider that someone is waiting for you. Most gyms now put like an hour max for each of the usage of this equipment. So you need to also know that as a fitness trainer, you should not just focus on one person because perhaps the person is giving you some financial benefits, or maybe because the person is using the most expensive card. You need to be able to take care of everyone in the gym because that's your role as a fitness professional. Even though you're taking one person at a time, you need to also be quite sensitive that there are other gym users that you're also responsible for their health and safety. Another thing is working out with your clients. Most trainers feel like, yes, as a fitness trainer, you're just an instructor. All you do is just to write the workout plan and instruct the clients on how to do them. But don't let's forget about the part motivation puts in taking your fitness, taking your clients to optimal fitness. You need to get involved in the workout. Getting involved in it, maybe you have like 5 classes in a day, doesn't mean you have to do all the repetitions in an exercise. At least 3/4 or even half of the repetitions of an exercise is quite motivating. And at the same time, you'll be showing these clients the proper form in which they're supposed to do this exercise, and you're able to correct them because, like I said, you have the picture people are looking at, you have the role model. You need to be able to also do this workouts with them. And whilst doing this workouts, you shouldn't intimidate your clients. Some fitness trainers are out there doing stunts in class, lifting the heaviest weights because they feel like they can do it better than the clients. But honestly, there's no need for that because some clients will just want to follow through, lift the heaviest weight or perform these stunts which their body is not get adapted to and get injured. So at the same time, you trying to prove yourself to the client could get them injured. And one of the etiquettes is you should just maintain your form, maintain the adequate exercises that they're supposed to do, and just show them through because you're an instructor guiding them to do these exercises in the safest possible way. It's a no-brainer. Do not use your calls. Do not use your cell phones, call or chatting while you're taking a class. That's disrespectful. That is insensitive, and then that doesn't make sense at all as a fitness trainer because you need to be focused on your job. Take care. You're in charge of the class or you're in charge of the fitness space. You need to always be focused on what's going on in your environment and not be distracted like things like your cell phone. Be cautious, be polite and respectful to clients. The way you interact with clients also helps with how you can, retain these clients and how you can also help them through their journey. Respectfully encourage them, respectfully motivate them as well to reach their fitness goals. Don't answer questions above your qualifications. We've always tried to pinpoint the fact that as a fitness professional in the continuum of the healthcare industry, you're part of it and you need to know when you should refer to other professionals like the medical professionals like doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, chiropractors. You need to know when you should, refer them to refer clients to these other professionals so that they can meet their needs. For example, you shouldn't be prescribing drugs to a client. Let them see a doctor, see a pharmacist to prescribe the right drugs or whatever ailment or illness they might be having. And lastly, you need to be approachable. This is quite related to, not intimidating your clients. You should always carry the aura of being easygoing and be approachable. Let people be able to speak to you how their workouts are going and how they can improve. Be able to take feedbacks from your client because feedbacks are one of the things that help improve, you as a person, as a professional, and entirely the business. Be ready to take negative feedback. Be ready to take positive feedback, and do not treat negative feedbacks badly because nobody wants to hear the bad things. But honestly, take them as constructive feedbacks for you to improve on how you perform as a fitness professional. And so, in the same vein, etiquettes for clients are also important. Like I said earlier in the previous slide, COVID-19 regulations are also supposed to be maintained by the clients. And you as a fitness professional, or you as a gym owner or a manager should be able to put up instructions around your gym on how, clients are supposed to operate or use certain spaces in the gym, for example, put up places, please maintain those. We've really tried, honestly, over the past years on helping clients understand what they're supposed to do in a gym space by wiping down their equipment before and after use, maintaining that distance, for example, you have some spaces where, just 4 people can use, not to overcrowd the place. So those regulations should be followed by clients, and you should also ensure that instructions are easily visible around your gym space or your fitness space so that it will be easier for clients to follow through. Ensure clients are wearing appropriate clothes. Like I said, you are a role model as a fitness professional or a manager or a gym owner. When you're in the gym, you should not allow clients wear inappropriate clothing to work out, wear inappropriate shoes. You should not expect the client to just come into the gym wearing flip-flops or something that it's totally inappropriate for the kind of flooring or for the kind of equipment they're using, because it's not only going to affect the usage of this equipment, but it's also going to it can also cause injuries to their legs or whatever part of their body if they are wearing inappropriate clothing for their workouts or exercises. Like I said earlier, wipe your equipment before and after use. The clients are also supposed to respect the trainers, give them the utmost respect they need, ask questions when you do not know what to do. For example, you're in a gym space, it's also quite linked back to a fitness professional. Like, you need to be able to be approachable for clients to ask you questions and, answer those questions to the best of your knowledge, and be always ready to help clients in a fitness space, because honestly, your role to the clients are to guide them, and they're going to ask questions. Clients have to return their equipment to the right place. And honestly, for example, maybe during the downtime, a fitness professional or a fitness trainer in the gym uses the gym space and doesn't return his equipment. The clients are watching and they're going to follow suit. You need to also be able to, show them what they're supposed to do. Put this markings or signage up there and try and ensure they are doing it so it becomes part of them. Give enough notice make sure clients are giving enough notice before canceling a session. Always put up those policies, let clients inform you before canceling a session. At least some people say 30 minutes before a session or 15 minutes, max before a session and stuff like that. You need to also consider that other gym users are in the gym using equipment. Like I said earlier, people are waiting tons of times to use cardiovascular equipment or even table machines. Be considerate of your time in the gym. Most times, for example, the American College of Medicine has advised 3 to 5 times of exercise, at least 30 to 1 hour or 60 minutes of exercise a week is enough for cardiovascular adaptations and, muscular adaptations to be seen. So, consider your timing when you're using the gym, and also no cell phones, no distractions and chit chat. Most times people see the gym space as a social environment. Yeah, it's a social environment, but honestly, there should be some minimalities to your being so social in the gym. Just focus on your workouts for the time being and, move on to other things. Our next subtopic will be on gym equipment and management. And right here, if you have any questions based on the first subtopic or based on the first module on gym etiquette for trainers and clients, you can just pop them up in the chat. Or, if you have any burning issue you want to ask right now before we move on to the next subtopic, you can just ask away now.